Pod kołami.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Dobra, jest typ
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
ruszony. Ruszony przez samochód. Nieszczęśliwie. Wszystkie sprawy ogarnięte. Już coś zajebałem.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes conviction.
Watch it!
Już się prawie... Już się coś wydarzyło prawie.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
Dobra. Co się wydarzyło? Kto w kogo przypierdolił?
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Dick is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Kto w kogo walnął?
Landed on
Dlaczego?
his face and ended up here. car must have struck him from behind.
Kto w kogo i dlaczego? Ała. Kolego. Tu nic nie ma. Ewidentnie tu nic nie ma, a tutaj? Też nic nie ma. Lester Pattison.
Patterson has life insurance.
Czyżby motyw w postaci polisy na życie? Kto wie? Kto wie? Prawo jazdy. Adres. Wszystko mamy.
Can
Portfel.
notify next of kin.
Tak, możemy poinformować. Ale kasa nie wzięta, czyli to nie był tutaj... To nie było nic na tle rabunkowym. Najprawdopodobniej. Znaczy, może chodzić oczywiście o polisę, ale...
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers. Careful where you're stepping, Phelps.
Dobra,
I don't
spokojnie,
come down to the
kurwa.
station house and tap dance on your desk.
Uspokój się.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
No mocno rąbnął. Mocno rąbnął, ewidentnie. Tu był walnięty, tak? Czy co?
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Okej. Opony.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
No dziwnie, skoro chciał hamować, nie? Ciekawe to jest.
Maybe talk to some witnesses.
Dobra,
We
już,
can discuss the autopsy report later.
już rozmawiam. Może kapelutek będę mógł sprawdzić. Ale on nie korzysta z rękawiczek, nic, nie? Po prostu... Dobra, rozejrzyjmy się. Tu jest świadek, ale czy w śmietniku nic nie ma? O! Nóż! Zakrwawiony nóż.
Knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit and run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
No. I co, oni tego nie wezmą pod uwagę? Nic? No błagam was. Już raz w śmietniku była broń palna, to teraz broń biała. Siemano.
Miss Perry?
Koleżanko.
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Hello, dziewczyno, jak wino.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Chyba mówi prawdę.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Kurwa, coś jest... No. Dalej coś jest nie tak. Kurwa, dzisiaj jest jakiś dramat. Coś się wszystkim się
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Mówi prawdę.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
Właśnie.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Dzięki
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
za pogadankę.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective
mate?
Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
No, wydaje mi się, że wiesz coś więcej jeszcze.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
No, mówi prawdę chyba teraz.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Zakwestionuj.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Wspólne plany biznesowe.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Co za gość.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you gonna tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Dobra, muszę zadzwonić do ziomków niebieskich. Trzeba przegadać jakiś tam wątek, temat i tak dalej. Ogarniemy.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell is going on?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective.
Just a moment.
Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Fajnie.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Dobra. Możemy jechać. Teraz na luzie możemy jechać. Chyba zaczniemy od domu Sheltona.
It's a lucky break getting the partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. It takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
You're not as dumb as you make yourself out to be, are you, Stefan?
I didn't know I was making myself out to be dumb.
Dom Sheltona 5:06. No to wcześnie. A, poczekaliśmy sobie, okej.
That's the son of a bitch right there.
William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
No nie, no.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Mega pościg.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Próbowałem. Próbuję w niego przywalić, ale...
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
No wonder he killed someone
Dobra, chyba
driving like this.
się uda.
Don't let that asshole get away.
I give up.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Hands behind your head! How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Dobra, mamy typa, ale on się nie przyznaje za bardzo. No ten nóż średnio wygląda, nie? W sensie... Może typ był dźgnięty wcześniej. Dojechany wcześniej. A przypadkowo gdzieś został wepchnięty pod samochód. Dobra, trzeba będzie sprawdzić tą panią Patterson. Bierzemy, bo ostatnio nie brałem. Teraz bierzemy. Jest wezwanie, to bierzemy. Zjeżdżają? No nie zjeżdżają mi. Bo ledwo. Co za ludzie. Nie kumam, czemu nie zjeżdżają. No jeszcze mi wjechał. Mega sprawa. Kolejny punkt orientacyjny. Dobrze. Nie, no tak to nie miało być. Tak to nie miało być na pewno. Dobra, co się dzieje? Halo.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Ja pierdolę.
Look out, more of them. Put them down.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Let's see if I can't put one between your eyes.
Gdzie jest typ?
I've got you, Phelps.
Trafiony. 4 trupy, no niestety.
11 King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's a code 4. Notify a supervisor and a coroner.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised, suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street. Shooting at Uncle Sam's RV surplus is code 4.
Dobra, exp zdobyty. Możemy jechać, kontynuować sprawę. Jedziemy teraz do Pattisonów. Tej babki w sensie, nie? Wszystko git, dobra. Samochód nienaruszony. No, jestem ciekaw, co ona nam tam powie. Co ciekawego powie. Co się dzieje? Halo. Czy była zmowa, czy coś innego? Czemu ta kamera tak czasami tak dziwnie lata?
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
Może.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
No, zaraz się kurwa przekonamy, co tu się dzieje.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
I ta morda, to twarz, widać, że kłamie. Znaleziono przez Lestera portfel. Zakrwawiony nóż. O, właśnie.
You're lying, Lorna. You pushed him in front of the car.
If you think you can prove that, I suggest you arrest me now.
No nie jestem w stanie udowodnić tego, no.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna. It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Don't lie to me. Something was different this time.
You're clutching at straws.
I teraz możemy się powołać na... O, właśnie.
You married?
No!
The arguments are never any different.
Ja pierdolę.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
No dobra, użyję tej intuicji. Polisa.
With the truth, Lorna.
Polisa.
You want to back that up, little man?
Polisa. To jest chyba jedyne...
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Bym się kurwa jeszcze rozejrzał tu chętnie, tak szczerze. Mogę sobie zadzwonić stąd? Czy nie?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Mogę.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thank you.
No, będzie coś czuję wątek z tym dźgnięciem. A czy mogę normalnie sobie przejrzeć ich chatę?
This isn't what we're looking for.
Chyba mogę. No było tu grane ewidentnie. A. Mogę sobie zapukać do pustego pokoju, no super. Nie no, dobra. Jednak wychodzi na to, że nie będę mógł tego przeszukać. Chyba, że tutaj. Raczej nie też, bo... O!
Not much help.
Nóż! Noże! Nie łap tego, to na bank noże. Porównać mogła te noże, ja pierdolę, znaczy mógł porównać te noże. Ewidentnie coś jest. Chyba, że teraz po prostu nie mogę i będziemy mogli tu wrócić. Może tak być.
You know, I don't really feel like talking to you right now.
No, może tak
What
być
now?
niestety.
Back downtown for the autopsy report. Let's see what the coroner makes of Lester Patterson.
O, czuję, że tam zaraz ich będziemy mieli. Kostnica główna. W ogóle do tego Reja nie pojechałem. Rej z kafe w sensie. A chyba powinienem. Znowu na skróty? No trudno. Zmieściłem się spokojnie. Nic się złego nie dzieje. Już. Oj, tutaj bym... Chętnie tutaj bym skrótem pojechał, ale czuję, że to się źle skończy.
Are you blind?
Nie przejmuj się. Przejmuj się kolego, wszystko jest. Właśnie wpadłem pod tramwaj, ale nieważne. Gra tego nie zarejestrowała. Całe szczęście.
I gotta have it. We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him.
No, nożem.
2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife, length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Never get into fights with ugly people. They have nothing to lose.
No, pewnie już uciekają, znając życie. A ja bym jeszcze pojechał do tego Race Cafe. Mimo wszystko, chociaż nie traćmy czasu może. Może od razu jedźmy jednak tam, bo nam zwieją. Będzie lipa. Race Cafe można by pojechać później, no chyba, że się uda rozwiązać sprawę w ogóle bez tego miejsca. Co wydaje mi się też możliwe. Przecież było wiadomo, że podczas sekcji to wyjdzie, że typ został dźwignięty. Sprawdzam jeszcze narzędzie zbrodni dokładnie, bo je znaleźliśmy. Ukryli je w ogóle obok miejsca zbrodni. Trzeba być naprawdę półmózgiem.
We've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of you
jury.
to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo.
Aww.
Next time, you're mine.
Oh my God!
Sabo, stop or I
Mam go,
will
mam go,
shoot.
mam go, mam go, mam go, mam go, mam go. Elegancko aresztowany.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Sprawa rozwiązana chyba. Znaczy, chyba. Na pewno. Znalezione poszlaki 99... No, jedna reakcja, tak, z tą Lorną. Nie trafiona. Kolejna wizyta w Race Cafe stałoby się jasne, do czego zdolny jest Leroy, by uniknąć więzienia. No dobrze, ale... Udało się rozwiązać sprawę, także git.